Hey, future humanitarian advisors out there,
Mhm.
ready to really nail that upcoming interview.
We're here to help with this deep dive.
We are going to unpack some of those tough interview questions
Straight from RoleCatcher's resources.
and sprinkle in some expert advice from the Humanitarian Advisor, the complete career guide.
So you can really get a feel for the role,
And don't forget RoleCatcher's AI.
which can help you tailor your answers and really stand out from the crowd.
Okay, so let's dive right in.
Sounds good.
One of the first questions they might ask is, what inspired you to pursue a career in humanitarian work?
Oh yeah, this is where you really get to show your passion.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't just give some generic answer.
Right. They want to see what drives you.
That spark,
That fire.
that makes you want to go out there and change the world.
Exactly. Think back to a specific moment or an experience that really ignited that desire in you.
It could be a volunteer trip you took,
Or maybe a news story that you saw.
or even just a personal encounter.
That showed you just how powerful compassion can be.
I think this is where the Humanitarian Advisor, the complete career guide, comes in.
It talks about the fulfillment that people find in this line of work
Yeah?
and the impact that they have on individuals and communities.
So let that enthusiasm shine through in your answer.
For sure. And be prepared for some follow-up questions too.
Like what?
Like, what area of humanitarian work are you most passionate about?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or they might ask you to give an example of a time where you feel like you really made a difference in someone's life.
I like that one too.
Yeah, they want to see your dedication.
Okay, what's next?
Well, they might ask something like, what are some of the biggest challenges facing humanitarian work today?
Oh, this is a big one.
It is.
And this is really where you have to show that you're not just idealistic,
Right.
but
Yeah.
also realistic and informed.
Exactly. Go beyond just listing challenges.
So, like, don't just say climate change.
Right. Dig deeper in it.
Explain why those challenges exist.
Yeah, how do they actually affect people?
Yeah, and what potential solutions are being explored.
They want to see your critical thinking.
You have to understand the complexity of these issues.
Exactly.
And, of course, be ready for follow-ups.
Always.
Like, how would you approach this particular challenge in the field?
Or what innovations have you seen?
That could maybe help address this issue.
You need to show that you're a problem solver.
Someone who's actively thinking about how to make things better.
And I think this is where the career guide's advice on staying updated on global issues and trends is really helpful.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure you're familiar with current events.
And what's happening in the humanitarian sector.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
How about this question? How do you stay up to date on humanitarian issues and trends?
Ooh, I like this one. This is where you show your dedication to continuous learning.
Yeah, mention some specific sources that you follow,
Maybe academic journals,
or reports from organizations like the UN,
Doctors Without Borders.
or even podcasts like this one.
Absolutely.
You have to know how to sift through all the information.
Because there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
And how do you stay on top of things?
The career guide also highlights the value of advanced degrees
Oh, yeah.
and certifications like PMP,
C CHP.
Yeah, those credentials show a real commitment to professional development.
Okay, next question. How do you prioritize competing demands in your work?
Ooh, that's a good one.
This is where you have to prove that you're organized,
Right.
strategic.
And you can handle pressure.
Exactly.
Think of a time where you really had to juggle multiple projects
Or when you had to deal with some unexpected crisis.
and tell them how you prioritize tasks,
How you managed your time.
how you make sure nothing slipped through the cracks.
I remember in the career guide, it talked about the demanding nature of this kind of work
Yeah, but with long hours.
and the potential for work-life imbalance
So you have to be able to handle stress.
and maintain a healthy work-life balance.
Exactly. They might ask you how you delegate tasks,
What your strategies are for managing stress.
how you avoid burning out.
You have to be resilient and show them you can lead a team through those challenges.
Okay, let's move on to a question that's all about collaboration. How do you approach building relationships with stakeholders, like donors or local partners?
This is so important. Remember, humanitarian work is all about teamwork.
Exactly. Highlight those communication skills.
Like active listening,
Clearly communicating expectations.
building trust,
Maybe share an example of a successful collaboration.
where you worked with a variety of partners
You fostered those strong working relationships.
and you achieved a common goal.
And, the career guide emphasizes working with diverse partners.
Yes, from local communities.
To international organizations.
You've got to be a bridge builder.
Someone who can connect with people.
From all walks of life.
And be prepared for those follow-up questions about handling disagreements or conflicts.
Right, or how you navigate cultural differences.
But ensure sensitivity.
They want to know you're a diplomatic and culturally aware leader.
Okay, so this next question might seem a little daunting, but don't worry, we'll break it down. What experience do you have working in conflict or post-conflict environments?
If you have direct experience, this is your chance to shine.
Yeah, be specific.
Describe the context,
Your role,
the challenges you faced.
and the impact you made.
You have to show that you can adapt to difficult situations.
Stay calm under pressure.
And be effective even when things get tough.
But even if you haven't worked in a conflict zone,
Yeah.
you can still answer this question well.
Right?
Just think about times you had to work under pressure.
Navigate complex situations.
Lead a team through a difficult project.
They might ask about ensuring your personal safety in dangerous environments.
Or what lessons you've learned that you can apply to this role.
It's all about showing you're aware of the unique challenges.
Okay, let's tackle another question that gets at your analytical skills. How do you approach monitoring and evaluation of humanitarian programs?
This one is all about showing them you're not just about action,
Right.
but results.
So describe your process.
For setting clear objectives,
Developing those metrics.
collecting data,
Explain how you use that data to measure impact.
identify areas for improvement.
And make informed decisions.
The career guide really stresses accountability and transparency.
Yeah, donors and stakeholders want to know that their contributions are actually making a difference.
Right, they might ask about the tools or software you use.
Or how you present your findings.
They want to see that you're data savvy.
Okay, last question for this section. How do you approach building the capacity of local partners and communities?
This is about empowering communities to be self-sufficient.
Not just providing temporary aid.
It's about sustainability and local ownership.
So talk about training programs.
Yeah, true.
Resources you've helped connect communities with
To develop their own expertise.
so they can take charge of their own future.
The career guide emphasizes the importance of understanding the unique needs of each community.
Right. You work alongside them as partners.
You don't just come in with predetermined solutions.
Exactly. And be prepared for follow-up questions on how you identify the specific needs of a community.
And what challenges you've faced in building local capacity.
And how you overcame those challenges.
They want to know that you're committed to empowering communities.
Okay, let's take a pause here and catch our breath.
We've covered a lot.
When we come back, we'll tackle some more interview questions
Sounds good.
and talk about how RoleCatcher's AI tools can give you that extra edge.
See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. We're diving right back into those interview questions, getting you ready to impress those hiring managers.
You know, it's not just about nailing the interview, though, right?
No, definitely not.
It's also about reflecting on your experiences and really understanding what it means to be a successful humanitarian advisor.
Absolutely. Every question is a chance to connect your journey and your values with the bigger picture of humanitarian work.
Okay, so this next one is, how do you approach managing and leading teams in humanitarian work?
Ooh, this one's about showing you can inspire people, motivate them, guide them.
Especially in those really tough situations.
Definitely. You want to describe your leadership style.
So, like, are you collaborative?
Yeah.
A delegator?
Uh-huh.
Do you prioritize direct communication?
Give them some concrete examples of how you've built teams, how you gave feedback, how you navigated conflicts.
You know, I remember that story in the career guide about that humanitarian advisor who led their team through that disaster response.
Oh, yeah, that's a great example.
That's the kind of leadership they're looking for.
Someone who stays calm under pressure,
Makes tough decisions.
brings a team together to achieve a goal.
And don't forget empathy.
Right.
That's important too.
They might ask how you address conflict within a team, or strategies for maintaining morale and preventing burnout, especially in those challenging environments.
It's a tough field, for sure.
Yeah.
So showing compassion and resilience as a leader is key.
Exactly. Okay, moving on to diversity.
A big one.
Huge.
Hmm.
How do you approach working with diverse teams and communities?
This is all about inclusivity, cultural sensitivity, building bridges.
Share examples of your experiences working with people from all different backgrounds,
Filters.
perspectives. Highlight how you adapt your communication style, how you build trust, and foster respect and inclusivity.
The career guide talks about cultural awareness training.
So important.
It helps navigate complex situations with sensitivity and respect.
It's not just about tolerance. It's about understanding and valuing different perspectives.
They might ask you how you address unconscious bias
Mm-hmm.
or strategies for making sure everyone feels heard and valued.
They want to see you're committed to a truly equitable and inclusive environment.
Okay, before we go too much further, I want to talk about something that can help you prepare.
Oh, yeah.
RoleCatcher's AI.
It's not about replacing your hard work, just enhancing it.
Right. It's about giving you an edge.
Their CV and resume builder uses AI to tailor your application to the specific job description.
So you're highlighting those relevant skills.
It's like having a career coach helping you.
But it's AI.
And it goes deeper than just keywords. It analyzes those job requirements and suggests ways to really strengthen your application.
It could even point out gaps in your experience
Yeah.
and give you resources to help you fill them.
Incredible
Totally.
fruits.
And the AI feedback on your interview answers.
Oh, that's good too.
It's amazing. It gives personalized insights.
It helps you rephrase weak answers, make your points stronger, avoid common pitfalls,
It's like an AI coach analyzing everything you say.
giving you that targeted advice to really communicate your skills and experience.
And there's a video practice feature.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
You can record yourself answering questions.
And get feedback on your delivery,
Body language.
your overall presentation. It's like a mock interview with an expert.
It's such a valuable tool.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. But remember, acing an interview is about genuine passion,
Authentic storytelling.
showcasing your unique skills and experience.
It all comes together.
Let's take a little pause. And when we get back, we'll share some final insights from the Humanitarian Advisor Career Guide.
Sounds great.
Stay with us. And we are back for the final part of this deep dive.
We've tackled those tough interview questions.
We've explored how RoleCatcher's AI can really help you prepare.
Now it's time to tap into the wisdom of RoleCatcher's Humanitarian Advisor, the complete career guide,
This guide is packed with insights.
to help you not only land the job, but thrive in your humanitarian career.
What I find so valuable about this guide
Oh, yeah.
is how it breaks down the different stages of a humanitarian career.
From entry-level positions to senior leadership roles.
It's like a roadmap,
It really is.
showing you the skills you need
The experience you need.
and the different paths you can take.
You get a glimpse into your future.
You can see the possibilities like specializing in disaster response
Focusing on international development.
or pursuing a leadership role in a global organization.
And the guide helps you envision those possibilities.
It helps you start planning your journey.
And it emphasizes continuous learning.
This isn't a one-and-done kind of field.
Absolutely not.
You have to stay curious,
Keep expanding your knowledge.
adapt to the ever-changing landscape of humanitarian work,
And the guide gives you concrete steps you can take.
like pursuing those advanced degrees.
Or specialized certifications.
It breaks down what each certification entails.
Like the PMP for project management.
CEM for Certified Emergency Manager,
Mhm.
and CHP for Certified Humanitarian Professional.
It's like a personalized curriculum.
But it's not just about formal education.
Right.
The guide also encourages getting those real-world experiences,
Volunteering with local organizations.
participating in international projects.
That kind of thing.
Now let's talk about showcasing your skills.
How do we stand out?
You need a professional portfolio that goes beyond just a resume.
You've got to showcase your accomplishments
Highlight the impact you've made.
and demonstrate that passion.
It's about crafting a compelling narrative
One that really grabs the attention of potential employers.
and showcases what makes you unique.
Don't forget about networking,
Yes,
attending conferences,
joining association.
connecting with professionals online,
It's all about building those relationships.
expanding your network.
So you've got those interview questions down.
You're diving into the career guide.
You're using RoleCatcher's AI tools
You're well on your way to acing that interview.
and launching a fulfilling career as a humanitarian advisor.
But remember, it's not just about getting the job.
No, it's about making a real difference in the world.
And with your passion and dedication,
And the right tools.
you can do amazing things.
Okay, before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought from the career guide.
All right.
It asks, what kind of legacy do you want to leave in the humanitarian field?
That's a great question.
So take a moment to reflect on that.
What change do you want to see?
What impact do you want to make
Let those aspirations guide you.
as you begin this incredible journey?
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
We're cheering you on every step of the way